Hey there, this is Alex with Gray Area. Welcome to our series Spotlight, where our mission is to build a bigger and more united house music community by sharing new and exciting artists, festivals, and event brands with you. In this interview, you hear from Sven Tasnadi, the German DJ and producer who discovered dance music in mid-90s Leipzig. He's since become a fixture of the German house and techno scene and a regular on iconic labels like Moon Harbor, Relief, and DFTD. Be sure to like this video and subscribe for more interviews just like this.
Hello from Germany. I hope I can answer your question as good as possible because my English isn't good like my German. So the answer for the first question is a bit complex, so I can't answer as I would in German. What was the reason why I fall in love with this music or with the scene was the fact that the first club nights I went to, the people was very tolerant and there was no stress inside or around. And beside the music, which I really love, that was a reason that was very important for me at this time because I was just 15 or 16, and inside or outside the regular clubs, it was more a different scene, more stressful, young people, and it was more a discotheque than a club. So the feeling inside a techno club or house club was completely different. And that was something that was very important for me at that time, back in middle of the 90s. Second question. Thanks for asking me, especially this one, because I would love to answer it, but it's a big, complex theme. So I can't answer it, so I would skip it. Sorry for that. Maybe you can ask me this question again, and we can do a write-it interview. So I have time to think about, and I can told you more about this question. Third question, what I listening at home? You mean when I was a child and my parents hasn't a specific style they listened to. There was everything from Elvis Presley to East German musicians. So I had to find my own way. So I didn't have a special influence from my parents. Sometimes it's good because I'm open-minded and I think it's part of my own style that I have no style. No, not such a special style. Sure, house and techno is style as well, but there are more artists like Ricardo Villalobos. They have a absolutely special style, so that's not my thing. I make house tracks, I make techno tracks, and maybe that's the reason, because my parents listened to a lot of different style of music. I always say I can produce music that I feel. So when I'm in the mood for a downbeat or hip-hop track, and that's what I feel at the moment, I can produce it. So sometimes I say, God, give me the talent to be versatile. So why shouldn't use this talent? I'm not a big believer in God, but that's maybe something to explain why I do many styles. Question number 6. Who inspired me to be DJ? Actually, nobody really. I don't know. Sure, there was a lot of DJs who influenced me when I was a younger DJ. There was nobody I've seen and I thought, oh, I want to become a DJ because this guy is cool or something. There was nobody. I just wanted to know how it works, and it was the same with producing. I listened to so many good tracks and I've danced to so many tracks and I feel happy and things like that. And I didn't know how they produce it, and that was the reason why I want to become a DJ. How can I mix 2 records together, and what's a mixer, what's a turntable, and why vinyl? And the same later, 2000, I started producing, and I just try to figure out how they make these sounds. Yeah, that's the reason. My last album on Moon Harbor Recordings, called Bridges, was produced in a time around 2017 or 16, and it was during this time period there was a big discussion in Germany about refugees and other cultures and how we can manage this situation. And for me it was always important to build bridges instead of building walls, and try to talk with each other, try to understand each other. And that's what I try to show with this album, because I worked with a lot of people from different countries, with Supernova from Italy, with Huxley from England, and so on. And we are all loving the same things. We love our children, we love music, we love to be together. And I think there are more things that bring us together than divide us. No matter where you're from, which color you are, or whatever. And that was the main theme, or the main reason to make this album. On one hand, A Night with Sven Tasnadi. He is a big role model or idol for me since the 90s. And he was inviting me in 2009 in his Cocoon Club in Frankfurt am Main in Germany. And it was a state-of-the-art club. And it was Sven's club. And he invited me to play a warm-up set for his. And I think it was Peak and Dan. They played a live set. So it was a big, big honor. And later I had a release on his label, Cocoon Recordings, what was a big honor for me too. And I think that was a really big memorable thing for me, because there was a big TV show a couple of months before he opened this club, and it was on a big TV station in Germany. And I saw this a couple of years before I played there. So it was it was a dream to play there, and especially to play the warm up for Sven. This was great. Yes. The second one was a special night, 2018, I think, in Georgia, in Tbilisi. It was my first time playing so far from Germany, and it was really, really great. The people were so enthusiastic into electronic music, and the scene there is very young, not as in Europe. We had this music for 25, 30 years. And so they celebrate every track I played, no matter which style. And they were so lovely. And I was playing a year later again. And I hope after this pandemic, I have the opportunity to play again there. And if you have the chance to visit Tbilisi in Georgia, go there. Maybe the biggest lesson is it's not all about music. It's more about networking and who you are, and are you a resident DJ somewhere, and yeah, networking. I'm excited how the scene looks like after the pandemic, and I'm excited about how fast Pioneer integrates Spotify inside their players, because if this happens, nobody have to download music anymore. And if the clubs have, or when the clubs, in every club is a good internet connection, you don't need to download a track, because you can scroll into your account on Spotify and there are your playlists and you can stream your music. And I think Twitch is thing that will grow in the future as well. So I think digital DJing, if you know it, like if you name it, will be part of the future as well. Just a part, beside the real world DJing. Yeah, I think these two things are I'm excited about, or three things. It was three things. Thanks for asking me.